So our first feature of the evening brought to you by FX Caprara Honda, the dirt car division. This is the way they are going to start. Inside row number 1, the number 21 out of Watertown, New York, that is Taylor Caprara. And on the outside, in the number 41 is Dalton Rombough. Row number 2 to the inside will be Brian Hudson as a 621, and Jessica Power in the number 52 machine. Your third row has Jackson Gill, the number 60, and Robert Delormier in the number 1X. Gavin Eisele, number 18E, and Alan Fink's number 28 make up row number 4. Row number 5, that'll be Josh Reome, the 91, and Jack Meeks in the number 1 machine. Your sixth row has Dustin Hutton along with Zach Sobotka, the 7D and the 38 respectively. Row number 7, Jamie Brown's number 10B and Addison Bowman in the number 12. Row number 8 looks like this, the 1R of Ricky Thompson and Jared Herbison in the number 17 machine. Give you the rest of the lineup in just a minute. But what do you say, Can-Am fans? Stand up all the way down there at turn number 4. Get up on your feet down here on the front stretch. Ladies and gentlemen, let's wave to the Sportsman drivers as they get ready to turn them loose for 30 laps here. You wave at the drivers, they're going to wave right back at you down the front stretch. What do you say, Can-Am? Let's show our appreciation to the FX Caprara Honda Dirt Car Sportsman. Row number 9, Jordan Kelly's number 24 will be on the inside. Outside will be Remington Hamm in the number 57H. The Cedric Gauvreau number 22C and Justin Gadbaw's number 18 make up row number 10. Row number 11, that'll be Tyler Corcoran in the 64. Mike Fowler's number 410 will be on the outside. Eric Nier's number 34 and RJ Tresidder make up row number 12. 25 lightning fast sportsman cars called out for the green flag. Dave Farney, he is ready. Are you ready, Can-Am? Here we go. Feature racing sportsman style. Down to turn number 1 and 2, they will go. Taylor Caprara sat on the pole. He'll lead him off turn number 2, but now the 41 of Dalton Rombough is going to drive to the outside. Rombough looking to take over the early lead. He'll take him into turn number 3 and 4. Here comes Caprara, settles into the number 2 spot as they swing off the north end of the Speedway for the very first time. Jessica Power is going to find her way up to third. Brian Hudson will settle in the number 4 spot. Fifth belongs to number 60 of Jackson Gill as they work off turn number 2, racing down the backstretch. First 5 cars are regular Friday night hot shoes here at the Can-Am Speedway. Chasing them there will be the 1X of Robert Delormier, the first invader on the Speedway. Right now holds on to spot number 6 as they come off turn number 4 down the front stretch. Rombough off turn number 2 down the backstretch. 3 car lengths out in front of Taylor Caprara as they exit the turn down the backstretch. Jessica Power continues to hold that third spot as the field begins to get spread out right now. Power slides through the middle of turn number 3 and 4, trying to close the gap on Taylor Caprara's 21. He'll bring him down the front stretch. The 52, the Speedy's Auto Service of Jessica Power out of Kingston, Ontario, now trying to hold on to that third spot. Here comes Brian Hudson into the picture, the Caldwell Banker, number 620 Run Ride. He'll go down the backstretch, turn number 3 and 4 as this field begins to stretch out around the Speedway. A stout field of a sportsman division here. The first time they've seen a dry slick racetrack in the 2019 season. Every Speedway in the Northeast has been inundated in water and a lot of rain this year. These guys had to come in, guys and gals, I should say, really had a curveball thrown at them. Now with some hot, dry weather in the North Country, getting the setups just right. It belongs to Dalton Rombough. This kid has been pounding away the last couple of years trying to get that 21 into victory lane. He'll take him down to turn number 1 and 2. Caprara 5 car lengths back, holds on to that second spot in the FX Caprara Harley Davidson number 21 as they shoot down the backstretch. Then it is number 52 of Jessica Power, the 621 of Brian Hudson. He'll be chased by Robert Delormier, the 1X. Delormier, a good run right now as he tries to close the gap on that lead pack off turn number 4 down the front stretch. It'll be Jackson Gill chasing him. Right now, Alan Fink's going to go to work on the outside of Gavin Eisele over in turn number 2. Eisele looks to hold him off this time as they work off turn number 2, go racing down the backstretch with the number 91 of Josh Reome in tow. That battle is just outside the top 5 right now as they'll swing into turn number 3 and 4. Keep an eye on this one as they work off turn number 4 down the front stretch. It will be Gavin Eisele continuing to hold a slight advantage over Alan Fink Fink as they go to turn number 1 and 2. Fink goes back to the outside of the Speedway, open the door to the inside. Josh Reome had a look for a second, couldn't take advantage. He'll go back to the inside down into turn number 3 and 4. Pokes a nose down to the bottom of the racetrack. Fink's right there though, so he can't get by. No room to run. Back up front, Dalton Rombough down the backstretch, a quarter of a straightaway lead over Taylor Caprara. They go to turn number 1 and 2, scoring the lap this time. We will put lap number 9 down in the book. Dalton Rombough 22.643, Taylor Caprara 22.723, Jessica Power 22.713. So Dalton Rombough with that clean racetrack in front of him. Set time throughout this race so far, but keep an eye on this about a straightaway now out in front of your leader. We will run into some traffic as they come off turn number 4 down the backstretch. One car way back down the stretch, got it gathered back up. That was Hamm, got off into the loose stuff, got it gathered back up, stays out on the Speedway. He'll work off turn number 4. The outside, one car braking over here in turn number 4, and that is Remington Hamm as he's going to slide the nose all the way up next to the concrete wall. Don't think he got into it, but heavy damage on the outside of the number 57. For our Sportsman class, they'll get ready to fire at turn number 3 and 4. Dalton Rombough's going to pound the throttle. Caprara right back to the outside. Rombough to the bottom, Caprara to the outside. He'll test the waters on the outside of the racetrack. Off turn number 2, down the backstretch, and we got a bunch of cars getting together over in turn number 2. Caution flag is going to come out. Yellow flag immediately out on the Speedway.
Been a long time, and it was a feel-good story because he got his second win at Brockville just a few short weeks later. So the kid knows how to get it done, and now he's gone from a race winner. Now he's a title contender every week.
Perfect. Over into turn number 2 this time. I believe the track safety light should be going off. We'll get ready to go back to green here. 10 laps in, 20 more to go here in the FX Caprara Honda Dirt Car Sportsman feature this evening. Of course, our racing brought to us tonight by St. Lawrence Radiology and Griffith Energy and Superior Plus. Down to turn number 3 and 4. Green flag will wave once again. Dalton Rombough going to try to hold off this field off turn number 4. Rombough again side by side with Taylor Caprara. Rombough's going to drive off the bottom, and look at the number 52. Here comes Jessica Power, the young lady out of Kingston. She'll come to the inside of the racetrack. Brian Hudson also going to challenge right through the middle of the Speedway as they work off turn number 4. Rombough trying to slam the door shut on the 52 of Jessica Power. He'll go up the hill, opens the door to the inside. Power can't get there. She had to be real careful getting off turn number 2. Rombough's going to take him down the backstretch. The 21 of Caprara settles back to number 3 spot now. Here comes Brian Hudson, the 621, and the number 1X of Robert Delormier. Delormier still trying to charge towards the front of the field. We got a battle up front. Jessica Power to the bottom of the racetrack, and the young lady out of Kingston's going to be your leader. She'll take him down the backstretch. Rombough to the high side of the racetrack. They go into turn number 3 and 4. He'll drive in a little deeper this time, but it'll be Power trying to bring the field off. Turn number 4 looks to be your leader. She'll bring him down the front stretch, 13 laps in. So on lap number 13, Jessica Power takes the lead. Rombough goes back to the number 2 spot. Caprara trying to work his way back towards the front of the field. Brian Hudson continues to hold that number 4 position in front of the Delormier. Number 1X, then it's Gill coming up into the top 6 spots right now. He'll be followed through the turn by Gavin Eisele, and then a side-by-side battle behind them back to the stripe. That'll be Cedric Gauvreau to the outside of the number 91 of Josh Reome down to the bottom. Good battle for the number 2 spot off turn number 2. Caprara had a look to the inside. Rombough able to hold him off at that point as they work through turn number 3 and 4. Cross flags are going to be coming out as they work off turn number 4. $1,000 on the line here this evening. And at the halfway point, Jessica Power, 2 car lengths out now, 3 car lengths takes the field off turn number 2 down the backstretch. Dalton Rombough got a beautiful run that time. Opens up about a car and a half in front of Taylor Caprara. You can see this racetrack starting to blacken up, getting really slick out there. different racetrack than what our drivers have seen throughout the 2019 season because of all the wet conditions. They work off turn number 2 down the backstretch. That battle for the second spot continues, and then back for the 4th and 5th position. It is Brian Hudson trying to hold off Jackson Gill, and then side by side behind him for the 6th and 7th spot is Cedric Gauvreau to the outside of the Speedway. Gavin Eisele underneath him as they work off turn number 4. Racing down the front stretch and the distance back behind him will be the 12 of Addison Bowman, the 38 of Zach Sobotka, and Dustin Hutton in the number 7D. So the field works to turn number 3 and 4. Jessica Power still trying to run away from this field. Side-by-side battle behind her is helping her stretch out a little bit of distance in front of this field. We'll check the line time. Jessica Power, your leader. Dalton Rombough, 2nd. Taylor Caprara, 3rd. Delormier, 4th. 5th, Brian Hudson. 6th is Jackson Gill. 7th is Cedric Gauvreau. 8th, Gavin Eisele. 9th, Josh Reome. 10th, rounding out the top 10 is Alan Fink. Scoring lap number 19 at the line. 11 more laps to go for the young lady out of Kingston, Ontario, Canada. Speedies Plus Auto Service number 52, opening up about a quarter of a straightaway advantage over Taylor Caprara. Dalton Rombough steps way out of line, looking for room to run on the outside, trying to keep those horses wound right up. He'll open the door through turn number 4, and here comes Robert Delormier. Delormier looks to the inside. He'll try to get over that number 3 position as they go to turn number 2. Off turn number 2, Delormier to the inside, Rombough to the outside as they go racing down the backstretch. Good battle for the 3rd position on the field. Taylor Caprara right now trying to close that gap. We'll check their lap time. That last time by Jessica Power, a 22.756. Taylor Caprara, 22.895. So not only is Jessica Power out in lead, she is setting fast time here the last couple of laps around the racetrack. She'll bring them off turn number 3 and 4. Caprara 2nd. Here's that 3rd place battle. Rombough down to the bottom of the racetrack. Delormier to the outside. That battle will continue. Delormier looks like he'll get that 3rd spot as they come to line, and yes, he will. With the transponder scoring, we're able to check that in a hurry. And Robert Delormier now takes over spot number 3 as they go down the backstretch. Your leader's going to have lap traffic here showing up very quickly as she works down into turn number 1 and 2. And it's going to be about a half a straightaway out in front of her, but hopefully these laps are going to tick off very quickly for her and she doesn't get into too much trouble as they head down to turn number 3 and 4. Taylor Caprara waiting for her to get to that point to try to take advantage as they work through turn number 3 and 4. Just outside a handful of laps left here to go. Caprara 2nd. 3rd now is Delormier. Got a couple of laps to go in front of Dalton Rombough. Rombough, your early race leader. He'll be followed by Brian Hudson. Then it's Jackson Gill and Cedric Gauvreau, followed by Gavin Eisele. And the 91 of Josh Reome. Dave Farney's going to wave to the field this time, and it will be 5 fingers up. 5 more laps to go. Jessica Power working through 3 and 4 right now. As we said, lap traffic may come into play in the last 5 laps here as she brings them racing down to turn number 1 and 2. Caprara still trying to close that gap. Last time around, Jessica Power ran a 23.06. Taylor Caprara 22.84. So Caprara a little bit quicker that last time around. And you know right now Jessica is trying to keep an eye on that lap traffic in front of her, make sure she can get by safely, with Caprara chasing her down into turn number 1 and 2. That gap begins to shrink away. Caprara getting closer, but just a few more laps to go. Jessica Power obviously wants to be careful, but right now she's also got to think that the 2nd place car is lurking behind her as she works off turn number 3 and 4. Parallel flags are out. Just 1 more mile to go for the young lady out of Kingston, Ontario, Canada. She has caught lap traffic over in turn number 2, so keep an eye on this for the next lap. Can Taylor Caprara reel her in as they go down to turn number 3 and 4? Power goes by on the outside. She'll put a car down a lap. She'll come come off turn number 4. White flag will be in the air. Power goes down to the inside of the speedway. Still slide under. RJ Tresidder keeps that lead advantage about 5 car lengths out in front of Taylor Caprara down the backstretch for the final time, looking for the biggest win of her career. Here comes Jessica Power down into turn number 3 and 4. Caprara's not going to get to her. Checkered flag will be waving out of Kingston, Ontario. Jessica Power is going to score the win. Taylor Caprara will be second. Third is going to belong to Robert Delormier. He'll be followed by Brian Hudson, Jackson Gill, Dalton Rombough, Cedric Gauvreau, Gavin Eisele, Josh Reome, Addison Bowman, and then Alan Fink, Zach Sobotka, Dustin Hutton, Jack Meeks, and Eric Nier.
Make her way into victory lane here at the Can-Am Speedway. Well-deserved win for Jessica Power. Speedy Auto Service, Integral, All-Star Contractors Ride, and Jeff Barrett is down trackside with a happy Jessica Power in victory lane. Jeff?
Well, as Timmy Ball said, her 11th career feature win ties her with a number of drivers here in the Dirt Series, and maybe the biggest win of her career so far here in the FX Caprara Honda Dirt Car. Featured here tonight, the Speedy's Auto Service number 52 out of Kingston, Ontario. She can hear you now. Here's Jessica Power. Big hug on the backside of the race car as Jessica climbs out and visits victory lane for the first time in the 2019 season. Jessica, congratulations. That was a wicked little drive right there.
Thank you so much. I was really excited when I saw how dry it was. This is my type of racetrack.
Yeah, you know what? It looked like, because early on you had Dalton out in front of you and Taylor. They had a good race going on, and on that one restart, you just took advantage and drove up by those guys.
Yeah, they were really good. You know what? Everybody was doing really well tonight, and I knew that I had to get by them when I could because we got so strung out.
Yeah, this is the first time we've seen a dry, slick track all year, so I know early on everybody had to do a little bit of homework.
For sure, and you know, when we raced here a couple years ago, this is how it was every night, and I loved it. This is my favorite way. AJ did a great job. Can't fight the weather, though. It's been so rainy, so we've been fortunate to get tonight in.
And it's, you know, very exciting with all the guys we've had here tonight, all the invaders, to have one of our regulars come in and take the win.
Yeah, that's super exciting. I'm glad we did it.
People you want to thank, Jessica?
Absolutely. My crew, number one, all my sponsors, Speedy Auto Service, All-Star Contractors, Integral Greenhouses, Mobile One, the racetrack for putting up the show tonight, and all the fans for coming out and supporting us every week.
All right, congratulations. Welcome back to Victory Lane. What do you say, Can-Am fans? Jessica Power is your FX Caprara Honda Dirt Car feature winner, and I almost got away, didn't I? Jessica is going to draw our 50-50, so get those tickets out of your pocket.
$353.
$353 is the 50-50, so grab those tickets out of your pocket. White ticket. It's a white ticket with red writing on it, or red printing, I should say. Number 220339. 220339. And these lovely young ladies will have it right down here for a couple of minutes. If you don't meet them there, we'll have it up in the tower for you. So one more time, top three here tonight, the FX Caprara Honda Dirt Car Sportsman feature. Third place belongs to Dalton Rombough. Second place went to Taylor Caprara. And again, your feature winner out of Kingston, Jessica Power. Well, we get ready to get the modifieds kicked off here. We're going to send you back upstairs to the voice of the small block series, Timmy Baltz.
Well, thank you very much, Jeff Barrett. Congratulations once again to Jessica Power. 11th time she's graced victory lane in her dirt car sportsman career. Ties her with quite a few drivers on that list, including former modified track champion here, Vic Coffey, Matt Billings, who is a good friend of the family there, and also one of the great drivers here to ever grace this Speedway, and a former track champion and a many-time feature winner on both the kart track and, of course, right here on the big half mile. The late Brandon Hagan puts her on a tie for 11 wins on the dirt car sportsman win list. Of course, a lot of non-sanctioned wins for Brandon over the years, but as far as the dirt car sportsman win list, she is alongside of Brandon in that win category. Celebrations continue down there in Victory Lane as the great crew. There's fiance Sean, crew chief, and the man that watches Jessica put the hot setup in there as, as they get set to make their way back to Kingston, and $1,000 in their pocket as well, and a beautiful trophy to go along with it here tonight. We get set and ready to go. 60 laps will be the slated distance here tonight for the Dirt Car 358 Modified Series. No caution laps will count. It'll be all green flag laps here tonight. 60 green flag laps.